might get another. Tryna leave me alone. I'm like, baby,
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And a loose football. And the Rams have got it back. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week, 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
76. 17.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And the ball is knocked out, and the Rams have got it back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run here with John Kelly. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All right. Come on out. Hey,
Goff on 3rd down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ross. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jake Ryan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got room. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Christian Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. Goff now to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Goff. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Goff throwing again. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air again. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
1st and goal, Kelly. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he slings one that's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams are in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throw left side complete. It's Daniel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Set! Green, 39!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Detroit!
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Now a first down throw, gone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. Darqueze Dennard there defensively. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Detroit! Gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The final shot before break here. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Back to throw, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Goff on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
On 1st down, it's gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Goff throwing again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the grab by Croft. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, you got three down.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2, Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Orange.
On 4th down, Goff. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
There you go, 368.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Over here, yes. 368!
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready. Here you go, 368! 368!
1st and 10 for Dalton. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down throw, gone. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 30 yards. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And an alley to run. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Open man is Uzama. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Over!
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Goff now on second down. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Gone. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Now let's go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Again, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st and 10, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 42 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Back 99 Philly.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Daniel. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. The 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. Room here to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Daniel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Let's go one more. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And with a play clock at 3, we're going to get a timeout called from the sideline as they'll burn the first of their allotted 3. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run with Bernard. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows the big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
180. 14.
3rd and long. It's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Here you go. 368. Nice. Here you go. 368. Here you go. 368.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
So Dalton now. Green's got it over the middle. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there at 22. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here you go. 368.
They go play action here on 1st down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Andy Dalton now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a 1st down.
Here you go. 368. 52-44. Get ready for 57 over there. Here you go. 368.
Dalton here from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Nice. Heavy. got you. Move.
It's do or die for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Rams, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, for real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. With the paper, see them lames later. Can't save her. Her stepped out, now she's saying what she really think. Really think. Open accounts no matter where we at. There and back, eyes barely open. I never it once and she two. That means it's can't. But my explosive train to go, my chain to glow. Everything you see I paid for. Gang or crow. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, my is real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear.
They clear.
I'm shining from ear to ear.
I'm shining from ear to ear. Stand my ground, I ain't showing no fear. I done came up like the top of the stairs. These takers, they cannot compare. I'm in the crowd with the mosh pit. I hit the stage and it show. I'm in the game, I can't forfeit. Honestly, I'ma make more hits. Hop in the coupe and I swear for the latest. She get because I am the greatest. I stayed the same and then came out of changes. You wanna know what it's like to be famous? No, in public. Skies me all of that.